listening to Mess.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the pod.
What's going on?
We have one of our favorite people in the studio of all time,
Liza.
Matteo Elizabeth Lane.
Hey.
Like, why? I'm like, I know he's going to do it. Don't do it, Liza. Mateo, you're back. You're back because obviously we did not have video.
I was going to say, we've upgraded in the beautiful studio with video.
Yes, you deserve.
I think last time you did the pod, we were at a wobbly table and there was a iPhone.
She was shooting an iPhone.
We were at a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Don't
you do that to Waffle House. Waffle House is better than that.
I love Waffle House.
Obsessed with
I think
Waffle
it's
House.
great.
A thin waffle, not too thick, and I like it a little crunchy.
It's crispy.
2 little meats, a bunch of sides.
Yeah.
$4.98. That's why they're fighting in there.
Yes, I would fight too. Because I want my seat. I want my food.
They uppercutting people. When's the last time you went?
Finish him.
Yeah. When's the last time you went to Waffle House?
Oh.
I went last year when I went to Kennywood in Pittsburgh with my friend Donnie and Simmer and Nick. And we went to
Pittsburgh
Waffle House.
has Waffle House?
Yeah.
Was it a Denny's?
No, it was a Waffle House.
Mm.
It was thrilling.
When's the last time you went to a Waffle House?
Maybe a couple months ago, I went with my girlfriend. I'm in North Carolina. It was great.
Are there Waffle Houses around here?
No.
We used to have IHOPs and they shut all
They don't do
those
that.
down.
Yeah. They're like, people are fighting enough in McDonald's. We don't need that. We don't need that.
McDonald's
And,
on
yeah.
West 4th Street.
Oh,
McDonald's
I've
on
seen
West
someone
4th.
shoot up there. Shoot up. Not shoot it up with
But also
guns,
that.
but also shooting up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So much has transpired there. It's
Mhm.
crazy. I mean, I've definitely done a bump there.
Over-
I shouldn't have.
Over
said
$1 billion
that,
served, and it's served drugs. That's why Ronald McDonald looked like that. He is a crackhead.
Yeah, I never. No, Ronald, and they were doing some weird things with Ronald towards the end of that Lifeline. Like they changed his hair, so then they gave him a blowout.
What?
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
Mhm.
Was it giving like drag?
No, it was giving like Nana, who dyed her hair wrong, but she still goes
With
to
the
the
curlers.
hairdresser. That's right, and it's very stiff and sort of like.
Oh, it's
in the
like when you
back.
do. I don't know. You're obviously you don't, but like being a young black girl with elders taking care of. They would do my hair for picture day, and sometimes they would just bump it real hard, and they would flat iron it, so it's like shiny here, but then dry here, and they're bump, like making me look way older than I was supposed to.
Were they bringing you to the salon, or were they doing the
No,
hot
they were
comb
doing
on the
it
stove?
at the house.
Yeah.
Ow! That was my ear.
Well, go.
Ow! That was my forehead.
If you're not holding the ears down, you're not serious.
I mean, I would hold them down, and somehow they would still burn
That's when
me.
they get your fingers.
I feel like a lot of my childhood was just sort of watching my mom or aunt at the salon. You're just kids, all these like women running around gossiping and hair and stuff. And you just kind of sit there watching. And I was the gay kid, like, oh, what are they doing to
Were
her?
you the gay kid?
Yeah, because I loved what they did. It was like a little makeover show.
You came out when you
You've
were a
been gay
kid?
the whole time?
Well, I was 7. I was
Okay.
like, guys, there's something you should know.
You're hitting
But
a
I was
full split
watching.
in front of your mom.
A death drop. Just
and all your aunties are like,
oh, they all knew.
Kitty get puppy gal.
Mateo.
Stavros brought it up because my Aunt Cindy bought me a Maleficent. They didn't have like Maleficent dolls or like Maleficent like action figures, but they had like a glass figurine of it, and I got that in first grade from my Aunt Cindy, and he was like, oh, your aunt knew the writing on the wall. Like, she got you a glass bitch.
Glass bitch.
That's the title of the episode.
I want to be.
glass
Yes,
bitch.
thank you, Marie. I'm passing the torch. I'll no longer say it. Marie can say it.
Well, let's talk about what our mess is for the week then, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we talk?
Yeah, Marie, what's your mess?
Oh, my God. So let's talk. So, Mateo, when we did your podcast, which may or may not come out
This
before this comes
Thursday.
out.
I don't know.
Oh.
Ours comes out Thursday.
Well, we don't know when this comes out.
It's funny. I just watched it.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
great. Yay.
I was talking about Tyra.
We had a good time.
Of course.
So on your podcast, I was talking about how I bumped into Cher at the SNL after party.
Yes, I remember.
Right.
When I talked to you, I didn't know who you were.
So go listen to Mateo's podcast first, then come back and listen to this. We'll wait. So this weekend, I'm at my house. I'm bored. We were talking about our rosters on the group chat, and I'm trying to rebuild my roster brick by brick.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody that I knew is dead to me now. Right? I didn't bring any of the old peen from 2025 into the new year. Because you can't receive with a full fist.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be
Amen.
greedy. Don't be greedy.
If I'm holding on to the past, I can't get the future.
Yes, you
Write
can't be
this
greedy.
down, Mateo.
Busy.
So I'm on Hinge. I just re-downloaded the app, and I'm trying to I'm zooming in on people's beards. I'm reading things that are misspelled. I'm listening to men's voice notes that are bad.
What's that voice note that you've heard that's really embarrassing?
All of them.
Yeah.
Every single last one of them.
Yeah. You hear this, they're all bad. So while I'm in my house, Amina calls me. What you doing tonight? I said, what you doing? What I'm doing tonight? When someone calls you and says that, you like, they must have a plan for me tonight. She's like, ASAP Rocky is the guest on SNL tonight, so you know Rihanna might pull up. Rihanna is my best friend online.
Yes.
You know, we DM, that's my homegirl.
Yes.
I said, oh, tonight I'm meeting Rihanna. So I get dressed. I bathe myself in stuff that smells good because in my mind, I'm like, she's going to meet me and be like, you smell great. Because that's the compliment people always make for Rihanna, that she smells amazing. So Amina doesn't come to the party. Sydney's out of town. I'm with our friend Alex, our good friend Alex English, right? So I get to the party. We get to the party like 2. It was 2 a.m., the after party. And a few minutes later, Rocky and Rihanna walk in.
Work.
I text Sydney and Amina, Rihanna's here! But I'm letting her, I'm letting her breathe. You know what I'm saying? Because
you don't want to be thirsty.
she floats in. First of all, there's like, I don't know, 12 people with them.
Yeah.
She's got a bunch. She's got her security. He's got his security.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like all these like little kids in like bedazzled jeans and bunny rabbit
At 2
hats
a.m.?
and backpacks. Yes, like young Gen Z.
I'm thinking like 8-year-olds.
No.
I'm like, do they run her social media? Like, what do you?
They seem like they were like ASAP's minions or something.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm gonna let her cook. I'm gonna let her breathe. But I don't want to look thirsty. You know what I mean? Amina's like, hey, she follows you on Instagram. Just go up to her like you approaching an old friend.
Well, Amina will talk to anybody.
This is true. Amina does a lot.
But to be fair, if Amina had been there, it would have gotten done
immediately.
That way.
Yeah.
Rihanna would be sitting where I'm sitting right now.
Absolutely.
She'd be on the pod.
Yeah.
She would be on the pod. Me or Amina would have definitely made it happen.
Alex was not helping it
No.
happen. Right? He's
a lush. Yeah. He's like, yeah, this is my old stomping grounds. They know who I am here.
Literally verbatim.
Yeah, what's up, Lauren? What's
She
up?
said, they know me up in here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're like, what name?
Yeah.
Wait, remember? This is my best friend. What's her name?
Yeah.
So I eat a little something because I'm like, I got to get a little sustenance in my stomach before I drive by Rihanna's house. She's sitting like one of the tables in the middle. Mind you, the Stranger Things kids are there. I don't care about them, but it's a bunch of nerdy white people at the party. They're just looking at the Stranger Things kids. I'm literally sliding these fetuses out the way because I'm like, ew, like we're closer than, you know what I'm saying? The black one was there, the one with the nose was there, the one with the mullet was there. I don't know their names.
The one with the nose is the one that hosted the show.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is something weird. It feels like a fake name. It's like Finn Wolfbush. I said, who is Finn Wolfbush? What's his name?
Finn Wolfhard.
Wolfhard. That's
Wasn't
worse
far.
than Wolfbush.
Finn what?
Yeah.
Wolfhard.
Finn Wolf?
That's not a real name. Go to his Wikipedia. What's his actual birth name?
John.
Yeah, Phineas Wolf.
Findidius Wolf.
Finn Michael
Man.
Wolfhard.
Okay.
Anyway, Finn Wolfbush is there, and then the black one. I don't know what the black one's name is, but you know the one. There's only one. Thank you. Caleb Wolfbish. Fishbish.
Caleb Elizabeth Wolf Bish.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sabrina Carpenter is there.
No
Oh
way.
my God.
It's a packed house.
I also don't care about her.
You're not even going to try and do a
No.
2 for 1?
What am I
No.
going to say to the Wolfbush and the...
No. Forget Wolfbush. But I mean, Sabrina Carpenter, that's at least like a photo or something.
No.
Rihanna's the target. I get it. but
Rihanna
we're
is
also,
the focus, babe.
Right.
I don't get why people want to take pictures with celebrities if it's like y'all are not cool, so you're just a fan with a celebrity. I don't know.
Likes.
I didn't even want to take a photo. I just wanted to be like, hey, cuz. And then she see me and she like, actually, this is what I want. I wanted her to see me, recognize me before I recognize her. That was the plan.
The amount of thoughts going on in your head.
Marie.
Right now.
Mateo, it's like 3:00 in the morning. Amina and Sydney are like, what's up? Updates.
Yeah.
What's
By the way,
happening?
I love that you and Amina are both up.
Well, I'll tell you my mess after.
Work.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do a drive-by. I'm taking a lap. Alex is like, we taking a lap? He jumps up. I'm like, okay, great. She's sitting like right by Lorne Michaels, like that situation. Alex is like, oh, let me go say hi to Lorne. I'm right behind him. I'm like, as soon as he see Lauren, I'm gonna tap her. Hey, cuz. You know what I mean? Robin! Like, I'm gonna scream something real familiar. Mind you, I'm still shoving Stranger Things out the way.
Pushing Sabrina out of the way.
I'm like, excuse me. What's the line? Anyway, whatever. I'm working. Like, move.
Yeah.
Because you a singer.
So, and you're like, pass me an espresso. I need that.
Right. Are you working? Where are the drinks? So Alex is like trying to go talk to Lauren. He does a whole about face. He doesn't go talk to Lauren. He smashes into me. Now I look goofy. Me and Alex almost kiss. I'm like, Rihanna just saw this. Right? So, it's like they did last call at the bar. I said, oh, she about to leave.
Last call?
Yeah, like 3:30 in the morning.
This is after hours.
Right. But
why is there a last call?
This bar closes at 4.
Yeah, but if Rihanna's there, stay open
Stay
until she
open.
wants to go.
Do you want business or not?
It wasn't that popping of a party, y'all.
All the names that you list? Oh, because me and Amina weren't there. It would have been popping if we were there.
And Sibley Wolfshire's there.
Henry Fish Dish. So I say, oh, here's the plan. She got to come by me in order to leave. So I I perched. I'm reapplying a lip gloss. It's not Fenty, but I was like, she gonna see me doing this and be like, that better be Fenty. I had all these scenarios in my mind, right? But then I see, so Rihanna has like a black female bodyguard that I recognize. She walks out first. And then this white dude walks out. And I was like, oh, they're clearing the path. She about to come. All the minions start to come by. I'm like this. I'm like, I'm like red leather, yellow. You know, I'm doing it. She don't even look at me, bitch. Because she's with all these other people. But the security guard that was standing closest to me, she's like acknowledging him. She just floats by me and keeps moving. I was on the wrong side. I should have been on the right. I was on the left. I will say her billionaire wind, her fragrance did touch me. She smelled great. You know, they always say Rihanna smells good. It smelled like light and rich. So she didn't see me. And I was like, if I was standing there with Amina or even Sydney, somebody would have been like, hey, girl. And she would have turned around and I would have just been sitting there. Other people were talking to me. They're like, Marie, you should have just laughed. If you laughed, she would have recognized your laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would have just been sitting there by myself laughing maniacally when she walked by.
You think that's the weird part or the part that you sitting there by yourself putting on lip gloss? This is when I say hi to Rihanna.
My lips, no, it wasn't even this is where I say hi to Rihanna. This is where Rihanna says hi to me.
That's right. She comes up to you. Oh my God, stop the party. Marie, it's been so long.
Girl, where you been?
Anyway, but you know what? As she floated by me, my like second thought was, I'm gonna see her again. Like it didn't feel that pressing to me because I was like, I'm a bump into her
It felt
again.
very pressing.
No. I mean, it sounds pressed, but I really wasn't dead. I wasn't panini pressed. I'm texting Sid and Amina. She just left. They're like, no. Amina's like, chase her down. I said, no, I'm not doing that. But
this is the top of the year. We have so many more months, and it's going to happen.
Listen, this time last year, she followed me on Instagram.
Yep.
A year later, I'm breathing in the same air as her. And she was also breathing in my air as well. Just
right.
For the record.
Do you think she got in the car? She's like, what is that? I feel different.
Yeah. Like, that oil. That body oil.
What's that lip gloss?
It wasn't Fenty.
It wasn't.
Tropicals. Anyway, whatever. That's my mess. My mess is I should have just been like, hey, beach. Or whatever the hell I said to Cher.
What did you say you got in a You said,
I don't even want to get into what I said to Cher.
It doesn't matter because I just stared off in the distance.
She just Cher passed me and she just maintained eye contact and she didn't even blink.
I want to go to bed. And my 12-year-old boyfriend wants to be out.
He's not 12 years old.
Fine, he's 13.
He is 35. He is giving 35.
I'm 107, so it's the same.
A man of a particular age. Anyway, that's my mess. Sydney, what's your mess?
My mess is pretty simple. I went to a event with my girlfriend in North Carolina. But I was there for her birthday. And I think some people are really good at planning birthdays and they, she did a big thing for her birthday last year, but this year she was just keeping it chill. She wanted me to make a reservation for a place. I go, I make the reservation. Boom.
Great.
So we go there. The place looks nice, but I thought, it would be more. Like more would be going on, considering this is what where she wanted to go. They had us. They sat us. Our table was literally right by the bar, where we could see the TV, which basketball was playing. And I said, I don't know. This is gonna be like, distracting. Like we're having, a nice birthday dinner. She's like, I like basketball. All right. Okay. This is, what?
Sounds like a win for her.
This is not about me. It's not about me. But there's also a draft. And I asked the waiter, is it a little cold in here? Is there a door open? He's like, no. She's like, they're gonna spit on our food. You're asking too much. And I said, for them to close the door? I mean, it really feels like I feel that window. I'm hearing that. She doesn't. She's like, I feel fine. So she is like, okay, we're having a good time. We order the food. Food is.
Oh, what'd you order?
But then I see all these people coming in. They're going upstairs. There's like, tall men, beautiful women. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going upstairs. Why are we sat by the bar? Is this the gay area?
Was it?
I don't know. There was other two women next to us. I don't think they were gay, but they weren't. They weren't.
Check before they come in. Are you two lesbians? You're not. Please come up this way.
Well, they're like, you're not. Neither of you are wearing a blazer, so no lesbians here. My girlfriend was wearing, like a sports jacket or whatever.
Yeah, good.
Also, slick back turtleneck. I mean, it was giving gay. So
I mean, they had the test as the game was on and she was watching.
This is true.
That was true.
That was very
That's
much
how they
so.
knew.
Yeah, but this is what I hate. I put in the notes, it is her birthday. Like, is there anything special going on? It is a birthday. Even the waiter, anything happening tonight special? Yes, her birthday. When I tell you they did nothing to make it fucking feel special, and it was only us basically sitting down there in this area, why are we waiting like 20, 30 minutes for things? It should be very quick because it just seems like it's us. So I look like the bitchy girlfriend that's like, I'm not satisfied. This is bad. I'm tasting it. It feels cold. Everything's not right. It's just like, I want more. We went to a really nice steakhouse the year before. And I mean, the bill was high and it was worth it. And, they had candles and everything. It made it feel special, even though the hostess came. So whose birthday is it? And I said, wow, so unprofessional. I mean, it's in the notes.
It said in the notes, the person with the blazer?
I said, I'm Sydney, Washington, under the reservation. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
But how are they supposed to know which is which?
Hi, I'm Sydney. Hi, I'm Sydney.
You said that to the hostess?
Yes. Hi, Washington. Yes, me. Did you read the notes? It's my girlfriend's birthday. Make it
special.
Special. But, I think after a certain age, it's like you can't really be expecting much. And maybe you shouldn't even expect a cake. Why do we do this cake thing where you're supposed to, oh my God, I can't believe I got this cake. You knew a cake was coming.
But I love the cake.
Yeah, I don't love the singing, but I love the cake.
No, the singing's embarrassing, and especially at TGI Fridays. Remember years ago when someone's birthday.
Well, that's embarrassing. TGI Fridays.
Humiliating because they don't sing like happy birthday.
It's your birthday,
yes.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah, it's very loud. Yeah, yeah. I've done that. I was in high school. It was like 7 birthdays that night. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's like, okay,
remember we went to that nice restaurant in Marrakesh.
Marrakesh, yeah, everybody's
and
birthday.
They sang, and then a couple minutes later, they're singing for somebody else. And then it literally was like 18 birthday parties at this dinner that I went to. That was worse. That feels worse than not singing at all.
But it's like, I think what is special for somebody's birthday, I don't know. But I'm telling you, these vibes were not feeling special. And, I'm paying. So it's like, hey, I want it nice. Obviously, I didn't buy her a cake.
Oh, wow.
I was coming from New York. I got off the plane.
Right.
Was I supposed to get I got her everything. I got flowers. I got a gift. I'm here. Mm-hmm. I brought the coochie. Like, what else? What
I brought the coochie.
I brought the coochie. I did not leave the coochie.
Did you put a candle in the coochie?
I didn't need it. She didn't need a candle there.
Did you sing?
One of the
It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah,
Marie, it's one of the firework ones that don't go out.
Yeah.
Oh, the bottle waitress.
Trick one?
Yeah.
No, she did not. There was not a sparkler in the cooch.
Okay, that's even more. You would know the bottle waitress when they come out with it. It's like a little army of fireworks are coming out.
You want to feel, I mean, you're in a room. There's some people who don't know it's your birthday. Let's make it nice. Make it nice. And then if you're in a room with a whole bunch of people who know it's your birthday, still make it nice, And so I wanted to be like Amina and Google and be like, hey, this was a birthday dinner and it did not give at all. And I think I should just be like reimbursed for something.
I mean, tell them right now. Someone's watching.
Yeah, stare into your camera.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, talk to them.
I can't pronounce it.
Oh, so it's
Was it
so
French?
what's nice?
Savoir.
Savoir.
Maybe. It's with S-A-U-V with apostrophe over it.
Like,
Sauvé?
Like how do you say taste in French? We say sapore. So maybe it's
Goûter?
something. Oh.
Okay, Duolingo niggas, it's fine. I like listen.
Bonjour, Sydney.
Yeah,
Maybe you should have walked in speaking French.
Yeah.
maybe.
Como se dice, where's the French?
I was upset that they put us in a terrible section, and she's like, I like the TV, and then I was upset that
But did she have a good time?
Right.
she said, oh, after everything we get home, she's like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go away next year because this year just didn't feel like my birthday.
She said that to you in your face,
no,
but while you had
because
the
she worked,
fresh from New York.
No, she worked all day. She worked all day.
Okay. I thought she wasn't just
worked
referencing
all
the
day.
restaurant.
And everybody, guys, stop working on your birthday. It's your day. Your people should understand, hey, D&D, it's my day.
Sydney, you've never worked on your birthday?
Oh, yeah, bitch. I'm working because I'm getting paid. If I'm in the building, oh, yeah. When I was a waitress, I worked every single time it was my birthday because I need customers to come in. It's my birthday, buy bottles, tip me more,
Right.
take care of my girls,
Right.
and we're drinking for free, and my ass is out, and we popping, and the DJ's playing all my shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is a free birthday.
Is that what we're doing for her birthday in a couple weeks?
No,
Your ass will be
guys,
out.
No.
Your ass will be out.
Is that the thing?
I would like my ass out, but I don't know if that's happening.
Honestly,
But
as big
I'll have
as
my ass out. That's fine.
you will have your ass out.
I had my ass out at Marie's birthday.
You did have your ass out. And
Everyone was talking about my ass.
your ass and your
And your print.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The big ass print.
Thank you for
Matteo.
sharing that. Both of the two gifts.
Je suis italien.
So that was my mess. Mateo, I mean, you know us.
I'm gonna make my mess about SNL because I went to SNL a couple weeks ago and it was so fun. So Cher and Ariana Grande were the hosts, the singer and host.
Sure.
And I was like, I gotta go to this. Like, I never ask for anything. I've never asked for favors. I never go out. I'm usually on the road. And so I texted Sarah Sherman. I was like, Sarah, I hate doing this to you, but like, can I please just like bother you in your green room? I just want to see this. It's like a really amazing show. She was so sweet. She was like, Matteo, you showed me the cellar when you moved to New York. Of course, come. And I love her and I don't get to see her that much. So it was nice to catch up with her. So it was me and Pat Regan and we were in her room and it's also cool to watch the show because like they're coming in and talking about the sketches and you're watching it. Like the whole process is really cool. And
it's so fast.
It's so
very
fast.
Yeah.
It's so fast. And some people are chill about it and some people are just like, man, like I went to Marcelo's room and Marcelo, you wouldn't even have thought he was on SNL. He was like, what's up? Come on in. Do you want a drink? I was like, aren't you like nervous? But Marcelo's like, nah. He's like, I got abs now.
Yeah.
And, to be young and from Miami.
Yeah.
Marcelo's hot.
And famous.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's hot. He just moved. He lives by me. I ran into him on the way to the gym
No
the other
way.
day.
Okay.
I was like, come over for pasta. And then I went
love
and
that.
did abs.
Yeah.
But the one thing I like is like, those hallways are so small. And like a couple months earlier, Nick had done a huge rant on our podcast about Jurassic World, the one that Scarlett Johansson was in. And it got like collectively over like 15 million views. Like it exploded. And so
that's more views than the movie had.
No, the movie made a ton of money. But then I bumped into Scarlett Johansson in the hallway. And what's funny when you bump into people, one, I'm like you. I'm like, did she see the video? Like, she didn't see that. She doesn't care about the video. And
if you think that woman is online, she's not.
But she might be, when she's scrolling
you don't
TikTok.
think she doom scrolls? Yeah, she might have seen it on TikTok.
She might do, yeah.
You might be on her For You page.
So.
She might go after Nick the way Lizzo went after Nick. So that would be fun. We're looking for another celebrity feud. And but when I bumped into her, I go, she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, yeah, me too. Sorry. And then she like giggled to herself. And I was like, and then, so now we're in the room and then Cher's about to perform. And so Sarah's like, all right, just come with me. Because when you go see the show with a cast member, they can take you down to go like be really close to the singer.
Yeah.
So we're walking
and
down,
it's a small space. So
it's
you're literally on stage with them.
Intimate.
Pretty much.
And when Sashir was on the show, she brought me all. So I saw Lady Gaga, Adele, Ariana Grande, Alicia Keys. I saw all these people like from inches away.
Damn.
And so we get down there and security's like, you can't come tonight. And Sarah's like, oh, why not? Like, I got an email, no cast members can come. I guess just Bowens could, because I could see Greta getting ready to walk in that big fur hat. And I was like, Greta. And she was like, bye. And I was like, damn. Au revoir. So the rest of the show was amazing. And then we were waiting afterwards. So Jared Goldstein was there. And we were chit-chatting, and Chloe came up. I'd never met her before, but we were chatting with each other because we followed each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, right, like inches away from us, there's Ariana Grande. This is like an hour and a half after the show ended. Like, everyone's going to the after party. Mm-hmm. And then there's Ariana Grande. And I was like...
You're sweating.
Trying to act cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. I must look so stupid. Like, she walks up, and I just, like, if you could see me, at 1 minute I'm talking like, Jared, I know that...
Well,
like,
because
in my
you
mind,
love
I'm
her.
acting cool. Of course I love her.
But you probably didn't even do nothing that was like crazy on the outside.
I said something embarrassing. Well, not embarrassing, but she just said something along the lines of like, I think I'm going to go home. I'm not feeling that well. Like, she was probably tired or whatever. And I was like, feel better.
And then she coughed in your face.
Wait, no. Matteo, you said that somebody else said feel better. And then you were like, yeah.
Two of the cast members. She hugged Sarah. She was like, congrats. And I heard the other sketch. Congrats on this one. I heard the other sketch is going online. Like, she's so nice. And then, but that's what she said. I'm not going to go. I don't feel alone. And then Chloe was like, rightfully so. Sarah and Chloe were like, well, feel better. And then I jumped in. Feel better. But there's only 4 of us. And I was like, that's weird if I just stood and said nothing. But then I'm a stranger saying feel better. And she's like, get this gay away from me. Like, what are you talking about?
Feel better, did she react?
Of course not. She wouldn't look in my direction. She doesn't know who this shit. Well, she was nice. It wasn't like
she was like.
She was no. It wasn't like J-Lo. Where they're like J-Lo says don't make eye contact with J-Lo. Like, it was the complete opposite. You would have thought she was just like some normal girl hanging out.
But that's the thing. Celebrities, they're literally like us.
No. They're not all like us.
They are like us.
Mariah Carey's not like us.
No,
okay,
she's not.
She's also a legend.
Right.
She shouldn't be like us. But for the most part, I think a lot of the celebrities, especially coming up now, they're online. They're in the know with the people and the masses. And it's like, they actually like it when you just treat them like whatever. You know what I mean?
I should have been like, bitch.
Yeah. You should have told Rihanna to feel better.
She didn't.
That would have worked.
I don't think she's sick.
It doesn't matter. Just say it, and she'll respond.
Is she sick?
No.
I mean, I just because like waitressing at Rose Bar, and like people will come in all the time, and it's like, if you acknowledge them as a celebrity, sometimes they're like they don't even want you to really like be around them. Oh. So if you just act like they're chill or you don't even know who they are, that's when they put their guards down. They're like, oh, hey, cool. I can chill. I can have a good time.
This person has some sense.
Well, I was flying to Palm Springs last week. I mean, you guys know this. We talk. Everyone watching, we talk every day, all day. And I had made jokes. Nick and I went to go see Avatar, Ash and Fire. And I made a joke that it was interesting to me that Sigourney Weaver, who I'm obsessed with, she's 75, she voiced a 14-year-old. So I just was making the joke that there was a juxtaposition between the other kids who were like,
I didn't even realize that she was the voice until I looked at the cast after.
Because all the other kids are like, let's go, come on. And then she's like, hold on. Well,
Simba.
Everything the light touches is ours.
Remember me.
But then I put that online. I thought it was funny. I wasn't trying to make fun of her, and then people got really mad about it.
Why did they get mad?
Because I'm making fun of Sigourney and this and that, and people really like the movie, and I was like, that's not my intent. I was not trying to make fun of her.
It sounds like there's a lot of bad decisions going on.
I know.
Oh my God.
It was cool, but
no, the movie was bad. But I mean, I love Sigourney, and I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so I took it down online on Instagram because, like, on YouTube, less comments because there's context to it.
Yeah,
I felt bad. I don't want people to think that that's what they intend. Anyway, so I make that whole thing. I'm feeling really bad about it. I'm like, God damn it! Like, I love Sigourney Weaver. I feel horrible about this.
You DM'd her?
No.
Okay.
I did DM Rihanna. Let's talk about it after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, work.
Okay. Yeah.
So I sit down on the plane, and who's sitting right next to me? Sigourney Weaver.
No.
Literally the next day, I felt bad the whole day because I was like, I don't want people to think I'm making fun of her. I was just trying to make a joke about a character that's like, we're comics. We're just looking for what's the funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm really sorry, everybody. But then I'm sitting down. I'm inches away from Sigourney Weaver.
So then what?
Did you hand her that tiny bottle of water in first class?
And I said, here you go. No, first of all, I want to say I watched the whole time. I'm trying to pretend like I'm not watching her. I'm watching her the whole time.
You're like this?
She's really tall. Like, really tall.
You can't miss her.
She's
How tall is
statuesque.
Sigourney Weaver?
6'1".
What?
Yeah.
6
Becca,
feet?
can you check? How tall is Sigourney Weaver?
I'm guessing 6 feet. She was stunning.
Wow.
She's stunning. She was really stunning. And she was so sweet. First of all, she was nice to the whole. I was watching her every move. She was so nice. 6 foot. I'm watching Traders, right? And on mute, basically. And like
Because you're listening to her
rewinding.
breathe.
And I'm listening to her. She was so nice to the staff. Like, could not be more gracious. She's reading the New York Times. You know, she just kind of read it. And then she ordered a yogurt. And it had chia seeds with strawberries. Then she was reading a book about architecture. And then behind me was her assistant. So she got up to have a conversation with her assistant. And she was like, oh my God, this one architect, you've got to read this article. It's really one. And she had that voice. When you're hearing the voice that you know, and then she took a nap. She napped for like an hour.
Matteo, but
Now you took the minutes.
yeah, but Matteo, now take yourself out of this moment. What if somebody was watching you like you were watching Sigourney Weaver and then telling everybody the things, and then he was texting somebody,
And then he was watching Traders, but he kept
and then he
rewinding
was in a
'cause
group
wasn't
chat and he was laughing a lot, but then I don't know. I don't know.
He said something in invisible ink, and I tried to read it, but I
Yes.
couldn't really see.
Yeah, it's
a lot of our
you don't think
messages
that's a
were-
little. You don't think that's a little like?
Well, I wasn't like staring at her the whole time
Yeah.
taking notes, but like when you're sitting right next to somebody, you
Yeah.
just kind of notice what they're doing. That's anybody on a plane. If she was on the other side of the plane and I was
And you were
making all
like,
these
yeah.
observations, that's a little weird. If
Yeah.
I'm sitting this far away from Sigourney Weaver, I'm noticing. I'm like, okay. But also, if I was in Ghostbusters and Alien and Aliens and I was in Avatar and I'd won an Academy Award and I'd done all this Pulitzer, you better believe I want someone watching me and noticing everything I'm doing. Joan Rivers used to do it all the time. She was behind, like, I think Jack Nicholson on a plane. She said, I watched everything he did on the whole plane ride.
Listen, I'm not a famous celebrity, but when I step out of my house, I assume everybody's looking at me anyway.
Mhm.
You know, when you're walking down the street and you got your headphones in, you're like, every single body in every single car is watching me walk. And then you trip and you be like, oh, nobody saw that. And it's like, nobody is watching you walk down the street, babe.
I feel bad now. Should I not have watched? But she was inches away from me. I
No,
was
no, no.
Did you speak to
taking
her at
notes.
all?
Now I feel bad again about
No,
Sigourney
you can't
Weaver.
feel bad, Mateo.
I'm
just,
so sensitive.
No, you are sensitive, which is crazy,
Who's
Mateo.
more sensitive in our crew?
Mateo, this is your mess.
It's between you and Sydney.
You have
Yeah.
mess. You're coming in with mess, but you as a mess is you are so
Sensitive.
it's not even sensitive. It's just like thinking. You overthink.
That's
And
that's so rich coming from you,
I
Sydney.
know because I overthink, but it's crazy to see it because it's like, well, I have my little 80-something thousand followers. You have millions of followers.
Yeah, Mateo.
So it's like everybody knows you.
You were watching her. There was definitely somebody on that flight that
Yeah.
was watching you as well.
That's fine. Then someone's like, I was watching Matteo Lane watch Sigourney Weaver on the plane, and he muted his phone so that he could hear a conversation about
100%.
the archecture.
You
know? But I don't know. Like Jim Norton told like a really great story where he was sitting next to, I think it was what the fuck is his name? He was in that American Treasure movie with Nicolas Cage,
Mhm.
and he was trying to think of all the ways that he could bring up something to Nicolas Cage, like his embarrassing. Like you for 5 hours just thinking like, what could I say? What could I bring up? And then he tried. Nicholas was like, get away from me.
Yes,
Did he say something-
You know?
did he say something from Con Air?
I didn't bother her though. I just
no, of
noticed
course not.
she's inches away from me reading the New York Times. I got my breakfast. She got hers. She took a nap.
How long did she sleep?
She only an hour. Because it was, well, I know this because it was an hour before we were leaving, and she went down, and I was like, "Oh, like we're landing in an hour. Like that's crazy,
Mateo, what you should have done when she fell asleep, you should
Put
have
lip gloss
also
on?
you should have also fallen asleep and laid on her shoulder.
No.
Like we're on the
Sorry.
MTA.
But you know what? If it would have been me sitting in your seat, that's what I would have done.
Oh,
I'm
Sydney.
always.
Sydney
would have been
First of all,
asleep before she sat
I wouldn't
down.
even known it was Sigourney Weaver because I would have been lights out as soon as I sat
This
down.
is everyone watching. This is Sydney on an airplane.
Before they even make the announcement, the door is still open.
The doors are open. People are getting out. She sits down and she goes, could I just have a bottle of
Misses the whole safety
I do.
presentation.
and only wakes up when they give her a silver medallion status. Did you
Thank
talk about
you.
this on the podcast?
Thank you.
Can I do a reenactment of our little ceremony they gave you on the plane?
Sure.
We're sitting on the plane, diamond medallion status right here, almost million-mile flyer.
Okay.
And
Platinum medallion, in case anybody was wondering.
you better work
Platinum.
with platinum medallion. Did you get your benefits?
Yes.
Okay. So we're sitting there, and it's like the middle of a plane ride. I don't even remember where we were going. It was like a 2-hour flight. But
I think we were going to St. Louis.
we were going to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were doing the healing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a fun club.
It was so fun. We had a good time.
Shout out to St. Louis.
So all of a sudden, the flight attendant, who wouldn't look at me, wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't talk to me, she literally like crawls over me, and she was like, Miss Washington.
Yes.
It is my honor as a part of the Delta, not just crew, family,
It's true. It's true.
that we award you the coveted
Ooh.
silver medallion status.
That's motherfucking right. Silver medallion, bitch. And that's how we should be treated. Okay? Because if you want me to keep going on these planes and, being a member or whatnot, you have to treat me with respect. Because I could go on an American.
He's diamond.
They've already got your money, babe. You're a sucker.
Mateo.
You're already a sucker. You spent over million dollars. They have your money.
I think it's
They
you.
want to get mine.
I think it's you because we flew together and the lady seemed to be upset with you.
She was.
She bought me 2 desserts.
I was so nice, though. Remember, I kept saying I'm going to be even nicer this time.
The nicer he got, the meaner I became, and the nicer she was to me.
See, they respect you.
Yeah.
No one respects me. I'm too,
not true,
I'm too
Matteo.
sensitive about it.
No,
It's
you
better to be
like-
respected than liked.
You should have been like, hey, I need another one of these, ho.
Absolutely, sir. Now, do you know Sydney Washington? Because we're all talking about.
As the Delta family.
I really want to get to platinum. I'm gonna work towards it this year. I'm really gonna make sure that it's all on one account because sometimes it's
Well, what account is it?
It'd be,
What account? Well, you just got to put the Sky Miles number in.
sometimes I don't know.
Well,
Numbers
Sydney.
are hard.
Numbers are not hard, girl. Just copy and
If
paste it
you're
from
in the app, buy the tickets.
Oh, I'm never buying from that.
But
I
then
don't
that's how you get. That's how it's immediately linked to your account, and they give you
Mm.
multiple options. Or call Delta
Mhm.
and then have them book the flight for you, and then it goes.
Call
into your account.
Delta.
I call
What
them-
year is this? 1992?
I call all the time.
Oh.
If I have to make changes, I'm calling
And
Delta
that's
all
why
the time.
the flight attendant is having an attitude because you're like, oh,
There's
here
an
comes
asterisk
Matteo
next to your name.
Lane.
He be calling.
They're so
Mhm.
nice, though. I'm always like, hey, Debbie, how are you? How's your day? I learned about this woman,
Too
Debbie's
familiar.
grandkids.
Too familiar. Too familiars.
Is that my problem? Should I take on your New Year's resolution and just try and be a bitch?
I really do want to be a bitch.
How
I'm
is that
doing
going,
bad.
sis? We are a
It's
couple.
not going well.
You still
it's
being
not
too
going well
nice?
at all. No, literally when I was in North Carolina, it was clear that these women are like, attracted to my girlfriend. And I should have been like hissing, like start drooling,
Foaming at the mouth.
foaming
Tyra
at the mouth
Banks.
and like
Mhm.
scratching them or
Hot
whatever.
ice cream.
But I'm a girl's girl. And I'm like, yeah, my girlfriend's hot. You want a picture? Like, you guys can take a picture together. Like,
What?
I
You
was-
want a picture?
Yeah, I was taking pictures of all the girls.
Sydney,
I
this
was
is the
like,
opposite of
Sydney,
being a
I
bitch.
know.
Yeah,
It's so
this
hard to be a
Literally
bitch.
the complete opposite.
Help me be a bitch.
Girl, if I can't train you, no one can. If
Ah!
Amina hasn't gotten you there, there's no
Amina
hope
has
for you,
not
man.
got me there.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Amina
It's
has
my
been mentioned.
heart.
Every time we say Amina's name, take a shot.
Yes.
I talked to Amina this morning.
After you spoke to me,
Yeah, and then I tried calling you back, but I think you were already out.
I just
You didn't call me.
Well, I
called
him
you
'cause I couldn't-
yesterday.
Mm.
Oh, you did.
And did you pick up?
No.
Oh,
Mhm.
do not
Mm.
call.
Mm.
Blocked.
No.
She on the blacklist.
Oh no, but we did talk yesterday morning, I think.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? That's another mess. It's like how you are so busy. We're all busy, but like especially y'all are very busy. How do you talk to all these people every day?
That's how I feel about you, because Sydney, you have 17 group chats that you in. I just always assume that you're busy.
I'm always out of town, but I'm always available on the phone.
Are you here on February 7th?
I don't know.
It's a Saturday.
Oh God. Hold on, let's
It's a
see.
Saturday. Let's see. Put it in the calendar.
And that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. Is that
I
Selena?
am. I'm coming back from San Antonio though, but I'm here the 7th.
Sounds like you're not going to be available to do what I'm trying to get you to do.
Why? What do you want me to do?
I want you to do my show. Marie Faustin is late.
It's on a Saturday.
It's Saturday night. It's at 10 p.m. though. I feel like it might be past your bedtime.
Mm.
Hey, he said.
Mateo is a man of a particular age.
Yeah.
She's flying in that day.
What? I'm an avatar.
Okay, all that to say, if you see any of us on a flight, go ahead, send a drink or say, I love that episode, whatever we're watching. You know what I'm saying?
I take pictures like
Keep
a
it
lot
moving.
of usually on the flights, the crew recognizes me and they ask for pictures and I always take pictures.
Not you calling the crew gay.
No.
But sometimes it's like I don't think like I was on a flight to London and everyone like midway through the flight, like I was waiting for the bathroom and this girl just turns to me, one of the flight attendants, she was like, "You're doing shows?" And I was like, "Oh God, what was I?" And then I'm like, "What was I doing? Did I look stupid? Like how? You know what I mean? Like
Waiting online for the bathroom in first class? No, you didn't look stupid. You looked rich.
Yeah. She's like, you're doing shows. You're working, right? This doesn't feel like, you're just
doing
coming
shows?
to hang.
Mm-hmm. You know it. That's what you should have said.
Yes, queen.
Of course I'm doing shows, bitch.
You should have
You
said
should have said that.
Yo, Matteo, you could really.
Can you imagine?
You're in the air and she's like, oh my God, he's such a dick. They're like, oh my God.
Sigourney was much nicer.
Yeah. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know. Is it hard to be mean?
Yes, I've seen people. It's really just because of being a waitress. I see how nasty people are, and it just I'm like hyper aware of, like, thank you. What's your name?
You talking about J-Lo?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking. Hey, she's not at the top of the list. There's people who are not as famous as her. Fucking disgusting.
You talking about
Really?
You talking about Nicki Minaj?
I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about people who
regular
just like people, just regular job, regular life. And
I usually meet people
as soon as they get in a restaurant that has waffles and pancakes, they lose their fucking mind.
Waffles and pancakes?
Yeah.
That's the tipping point?
I mean, it's the smallest things. It's the people who, can I have more ketchup? Can I have more water? Oh, this is not clean. Oh, well,
wait.
I ordered something just 2 seconds ago. Why isn't it here right now?
We went to the diner a week ago.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting there at the table. Waitress comes over. You guys ready? We're not ready. She turns around and walks away.
Yes.
Rosebud is already trying to order at the back of her head.
She didn't even give us a chance to.
She was like, you guys ready? And we were like, she just started walking away.
And I love her for that because, hey, y'all
love
see,
her for that?
Y'all see I'm coming up here. I'm about to ask you, y'all chatting? Y'all just...
We did win her over.
I mean, eventually. Because
Marie won her over.
Because we started singing Brown Skin
Girl.
Girl.
That's how we got her.
We got her back.
Yeah.
Sydney's like, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like chatting with us
Joanne, but it's spelled
Joanne
or something. Yeah.
Jolene. So we're like, bye, Joanne. Anyway, she was over us. And then it felt like she wasn't really writing anything down, and everyone at the table's ordering out of order. And I said, she's definitely about to throw this notepad at us. But she remembered every single thing that we asked for.
I usually meet people where they're at. Like I always start nice, but then if they're like really sharp or mean back, then I just match them.
But you have to understand, if somebody's working, they're dealing with so many people and they're taking on their energy. And it's like, by the 20th person, somebody has been fucking rude to you and treating you like you're the dirt underneath their shoe. Yeah, it's going to be hard to be like, hey, how are you? Oh my God.
Also, her feet
that.
probably hurt. I don't know what kind of shoes, what kind of clogs.
no, they
All
were
I'm saying
flats.
is like
She
if
had
they
on
come by,
orthopedic.
I always ask the waiter, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah,
How was
me
your
too.
night? Like try to make conversation. We're all the same because we also work at nightlife. We're with audiences. We're dealing with drunks. We're getting things thrown at us. Like we get it.
Who's throwing stuff at you, Matteo?
At the cellar, you've never like the comedy clubs. Oh my God, I almost choked myself. You never had like drunks you've dealt with and people yelling at you and
no one's ever thrown anything at
Oh my
me.
God,
Knock
what's
on
the
wood.
craziest thing somebody has said to you? while
At
you're
the
on stage?
stand years ago, the old one on 18th Street and 3rd Avenue. It was like a 1 a.m. show and there was barely anybody in the audience with these 3 guys and they were talking throughout my whole set and I said something, I was like, something about like, are you guys like not paying attention? Something like that. And they called me a faggot. And then
Wait, out loud?
Yeah. And I literally said, I don't know what.
In invisible ink.
No. It's like, what? At your own show?
At your job?
This is a showcase show on a Saturday night, like at the stand.
Yeah.
And so I said, being a young comic and inexperienced, thinking I'm tough, I said, faggot. I go, you guys are 3 men sitting at a table with no women in here watching a gay guy perform. So who's the faggot now? They stood up and started approaching the stage, and I bolted because there used to be like a little exit to the kitchen, and so I just bolted and ran back there, and I hid in the kitchen next to the dishwasher for like 40 minutes until they left.
40 minutes?
I was so scared, and I was like talking to Adele, and she was like, "Well, don't worry, like we'll take care of it." Blah blah blah. But yeah, I was probably like in 2016 or something like that.
That was a long time ago, friend.
10 years ago, 2016 challenge.
Oh my God, yeah, the 2016 challenge.
Did you look at any of your old photos?
Yeah, I looked insane.
Everybody did.
Mhm.
I didn't see that many people who were like, "Ooh, you eating?" Like everybody looked like their first draft of themselves.
I don't know. 10 years from now, I'm gonna look back and be like, "Whoo, look at me, bitch."
Yes.
You know, because my goal for this year is to become my hottest self possible.
How much hotter can you get?
We gonna find out after the break. We'll be right back. Come on back. Wait, grab a snack and come on back.
Oh my God.
We love that.
I do love it. I don't know. Matteo, what's your mess?
Yeah.
That was my mess. SNL.
Oh.
Remember I said it was a mess?
Yes, that's right.
But I can change it.
No,
What other famous people have you met? Let's talk about that.
I met Zac Efron at the Cellar. I had dinner with Matt Damon at the Cellar.
What?
Yeah, he was with his wife, and they were at Tom Papa's show, and they saw me
Matt
perform.
Damon's what? Jennifer Garner?
Jennifer Hudson. And
No, Jennifer Garner. That's his wife.
So you're Matt Damon. What's that like?
So you're an owl?
Who? I love the who. Who? I saw this. My name
you
is
see
Marie.
Bob's?
Matt Damon.
Yes.
Matt Damon is in Born Identity, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He one of the whites, girl. Come on. One of the whites.
I just want to make sure I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else. Okay.
Oh, we don't know her.
Luciana Barroso.
I was thinking of Matthew McConaughey's
Yes.
wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I met Matthew McConaughey at SNL once.
Before or after the Oscar?
I thought you were going to say hair.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah.
I've seen her at Rose Bar. She's stunning.
I met Barbara from Shark Tank at the Cellar.
The little lady with the short hair.
The one that talks like this, and the one that's always ready to go in and out.
How was she?
Well, so because I had a whole bit about her, so the staff was freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God, Matteo, you have to go on stage. Barbara from Shark Tank's down there." So I went on there and I was like, "Guys," there's a very famous person here, Barbara. And she's like, "Oh boy." And I was like, and this I think 2020 or 21 or something. And I said, "Barbara," I said, I have an idea for an app. I forget what it was. I think it was, I forget, some gay joke. And then at the very end, she goes, "I think it sucks."
Oh.
And everyone laughed. Like it was
She says that or you say
She
that?
said it. I was like, "What do you think of my idea?" She goes, "It sucks." And everyone laughed.
Love
and so I was
her.
like, "Cool." Barbara from Shark Tank. Mariah. In an elevator, I met Mariah for an MTV show.
Did she let you look at her?
Yes, and she looked beautiful. And she was in the corner and she was lit. And
She was lit on the
They
elevator?
put a whole lighting thing
They
in for
put
her.
a camera in the elevator.
This
Yes,
is the
girl.
level of fame
This is how. Yeah.
that I want. I want
come
the
on,
light
girl.
to be on me, and you can't look at me on this side.
Well, I was on that side, so she couldn't turn to me. So when she would talk to me, she would like lean in because everyone was losing their minds, but we're dealing with adrenaline all the time. So I was a bit more calm. So I would say something like, "Oh, how was your recent tour in China?" And she'd go, "Fine." And then
Wait, do it again?
fine. And every once in a while, like a hand would come out with like a makeup brush and just like do it and sort of purl back into the corner.
What is the makeup artist really doing?
I
Because
mean-
she's not breaking a sweat, but they're adjusting and repowdering.
Things.
She's not
Maybe-
sweaty.
Maybe it makes her comfortable.
Yeah.
She
I
looked
think that's-
amazing. I'd say Mariah Carey, like sure she was wearing makeup, but like so is everyone. But she does not look like she has all this work done. Like she looks naturally just beautiful. And she did a whistle note.
On the elevator. Did you do one
No,
too?
she did not.
Yes, she did.
Did you do one too?
Can
Yes,
you do
she
it?
did. I can't do it now. I'm like exhausted.
You never do. A glass just broke. Whoever's listening, sorry.
Of all of her songs, Sydney, you picked Never Too Far from the Glitter soundtrack.
I know.
I love that movie.
I love that song.
Oh my God. Honestly,
Love, never too far away.
and I hate
I have
that
a
9/11
confession.
happened because if that would have never happened, I really do think that glitter would have gotten to the place where it needed to be.
I've
was camp.
I've never seen glitter.
It's fine. I mean,
The Brat was in it. Like, it's camp.
yeah, she was one of her
Padma
friends.
was in it. Like,
Padma, who
Padma's
goes to
in
my
it?
gym.
yes.
Yeah, she plays like the singer that Mariah like lip synced for, and she's like, "You don't need them;
Mm-hmm.
they're just background."
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's got a great album. The Glitter album is unbelievable.
Love it.
Lead the
I've
Way.
never heard it.
And Mariah can act down. I don't care what anybody say.
She was really good in Wise Girls.
And she was great and precious.
Yes, she was good in Precious.
Oh, precious.
Come on. They had her really looking
Honestly,
like a social worker.
That's where they turned her light off. They said, hey.
They turned the light off. They gave her a really bad wig. She had a little mustache.
They gave
She
her
was supposed to be a social worker. What do you think?
It would be crazy if it was Mariah Carey. Because Mariah
Do you
Carey.
want a sexy social worker?
Well, no, but I'm just saying that's what I'm saying was on Mariah.
I forgot she was in Precious.
I
forgot all about that.
She did a great job.
Amazing job. And that's the thing. And you know what's crazy is because sometimes as like performers or actors or whatever, people will put projects in front of you and you're like, this is great, but this is nothing. It's gonna be fine. And then because she probably had no idea. Yeah, just want to try out some stuff.
Well, I think the role was originally supposed to go to who's that British lady? They were supposed to go to somebody else, and then she dropped out, and they had 2 weeks, and so they reached out to Mariah, and so in 2 weeks she learned that role and did it. It was great.
What?
Mariah,
Imagine.
come on, we need you in more movies.
And people call her. I mean, she is a diva, rightfully so. But if somebody called you and they were like, hey, "We shooting this in 2 weeks, can you do it?" I'd be like, "You could have called me before."
Right.
Like
But somebody dropped out.
I wouldn't know that I'm the backup. You know what I mean?
Right. But I think Mariah wanted to prove after Glitter that she really can act. She was great in Wise Girls, and no one saw it.
That's what I'm saying. She said yes and delivered.
Yeah.
Delivered.
I love Mariah.
Has that ever happened to you? Like somebody?
My whole life has been I'm filling in for somebody else. What are you talking about?
That's a lie, Matteo. You're not filling in for nobody right now.
Exactly. There's only one Matteo Lane.
Matteo Elizabeth Lane.
Yeah. Why are you making that face? Why are you making that face, Matteo?
No, I mean, there's been plenty of stuff where it's like, so-and-so couldn't make it. Can you? I'm like, sure, I'll show up.
That's the good thing about you is like you love your job.
That's interesting. I invited you to do my show and you said you weren't going to come because it's at 10 p.m.
Oh my God.
You saw it here first.
Hold up. You said it was 10 p.m. and then said I'm a man of a certain age.
No, when I said 10, you had already been like.
I took your lead the way.
You said, we run the tape back. I said it's at 10.
You are the father.
Yeah, and you run out. Sydney follows you with that camera.
And I can run now. I went to the gym today.
Work.
Yep.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I like this top. It's zippers on the neck and zippers on the tits.
It's zippers everywhere, and I didn't wear a bra, so it's.
Come on, show the people. OnlyFans.
Come on, y'all deserve.
Let's go.
I want to get my boobs done again, so I'm prepping for that.
You're gonna get them done again to change the size?
Bigger?
Well, you're supposed to change them out every 10 years. Obviously, it's been more. And because, I've gained weight, I've lost weight. And so, when a woman is leaning over and if they have fake boobs, they ripple.
You know that?
Have you seen that?
I do.
Yeah. That was that was very prevalent in the 90s because there was they had those saline boobs, and that's the original ones that I had, which is just saline water. But I'm gonna get
saline is tears.
No,
isn't saline? Isn't that what comes out of our eyes? Tears.
Salt water. Yeah, it's like what they put into when you need to hydrate.
Aren't your tears salty?
It's like Pedialyte. It's Pedialyte.
It's Pedialyte tits.
Pedialyte tits. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah. I want to get them done, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go bigger or smaller.
Wow.
What size are they
bigger
now?
Boobs.
They're supposed to be a 32 double D.
Okay.
But they don't look like they're a 32 double D. That's mess. Like Matteo, your boobs look bigger than me.
Oh.
Than my
shade.
Is that shade?
I don't know.
Well, he has pecs.
Yeah.
You worked them out.
Ooh, shade.
I do, yeah. 32 double D over here. All right.
The other day, we were sitting around the table, and there was some lady with really big boobs by me, and I said, "Girl, what size bra you wear?" And then everybody just started going around the table saying what their bra size was, and all of the men were kind of like, "Nothing about this is sexy," and it's like it's not supposed to be sexy. She just says she wears a G. I know her back hurts.
It does. It's her. I mean,
boobs are heavy when they're big.
Especially growing up with a lot of women in my family, and I'm gay. There's just a lot of conversation about boobs and bras. Everyone's talking about their boobs.
And the thing is that, I mean, and when these women were talking about boobs and bras, that didn't be like, ooh, that's interesting. It was like, oh, that's what women
No, it was just, I'm like, I thought all women just talked about their boobs all day.
Until it was like, yuck.
I like boobs.
Do you? You a boob guy?
I mean, I'm saying they're attractive. They look good on women. They look the silhouette and everything, yeah.
Have you ever felt boobs?
Of course. He's a gay man. Gay men y'all could touch all over.
I don't do that though.
Oh no, you don't. You're not very touchy.
No, I mean I touch, but I'm not one of those like because I'm gay I can do this. It's like no, that's disrespectful.
You're very about consent and asking. I mean, you worry about everything, so of course you're
worry
like,
about everything.
You raise my shoulder. Oh my God, you're okay.
No.
Sydney's like,
I wanted to ask when you were like traveling. You know, you're in the airport a lot. Have you ever had a moment in the airport where you're like, I need to start traveling like private. Like I need more
money. Do you need more money, Matteo? Let's talk about
that. I think no, I don't. I just want to make sure at this point now, like I've been doing stand-up since 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're in airports every single week. Now I do just fly first class because I'm like, number one, I'm like, I want to be comfortable when I get to the show. But number two, like when you're in an airport every week, you know that your diamond medallion, you're gonna get upgraded anyways. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is something. But so private, I wouldn't.
You book a coach seat and get bumped up, or where do you book?
Sometimes you have to do the one below and then see if you're eligible for upgrade. But usually you are. Or I'll just buy if I don't know if it's like a bit like if I'm flying to like I don't know St. Louis, it's not always like a packed plane. So you can buy the lower seat and they'll upgrade you. But if I'm flying to like LA or San Francisco or Chicago, anywhere that a lot of people are going in those places, then I'll just buy it.
Damn. I've been upgraded. The last time I flew to San Francisco, they upgraded me to first class. And I was like, I'm better than y'all. And I sat and I was flat on my back. And,
what was your meal? What meal did you get?
What was my meal? I don't remember. I know that they gave me a warm chocolate chip cookie right before we landed.
Yes, and they've gotten better, by the way.
And I burnt my mouth. I was like, this is decadent. Like, I'm literally like choking to death.
Do you know they have espresso in first class on Delta?
Had no idea.
Yeah. I just found out. Well,
I need to get
Delta
my life
1.
in order.
I had Shake Shack in the sky in first class flying to Miami.
I had Shake Shack yesterday in the airport.
They have Shake Shack in the sky?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sky Shake Shack.
Delta now does Shake Shack as a meal.
Now I'm going to say, I need more money.
The lady gave me the Shake Shack. I said, are there fries? And can I have a milkshake? She said, no, girl. The chips are the fries. I said, oh wow. Y'all doing bad up here.
It's hard to do French fries traveling, like to make them crispy. I don't think it's the same.
100%. They did give me a bag of potato chips.
I flew United yesterday and they were like, the flight attendant was, I couldn't tell if she was like out of it or like what was going on. She was nice, but she was like, you know. But I was like, oh, what's the meal? Well, we only have one meal option. It's pasta, Alfredo, or something with some kind of sauce.
I love her. She's been there for a while.
Great. I loved her. Yeah. I had a good time.
So you flew into Newark?
I didn't. I did not. I flew into LaGuardia.
United B.
I flew into LaGuardia.
So the day after they bumped me to first class to fly to San Francisco, the next day it snowed in New York. My flight got canceled. The only flight they could get me on was a United flight into Newark. Oh, I was economy, middle seat, row 38 in the back, sobbing. I was in first class yesterday eating cookies. Today, I'm poor. I'm in the back with the poors. Sad. And I landed in Newark.
I was flying to Miami, and my flight got canceled, and they moved me on another flight that was going to Atlanta, then Atlanta to Miami. And so the people at Delta were like, we can just get you on a flight to Fort Lauderdale. It's an hour drive to Miami. Okay, that's fine. But I was sitting in the emergency row. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there.
And did you say yes? You said when a verbal yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when they come by.
I can't stand the people that are like, hey, so we're going to need a verbal. You're just like, no, we're going to have to hear it. And they're like, why are you fighting the flight attendant? Just say yes.
Just say yes. It's a federal law.
Just say yes. If the plane crashes, you don't actually have to help nobody.
Right. Because we're all going to be screaming.
Right.
Ripping our hair out, yelling, beating people up.
And I hate when they're like in a plane crash, the people in the back are more likely to survive. It's like, we all gonna die.
We're all dying.
I'll die with a nice Shake Shack burger in my mouth.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing. I won't be up. I will be knocked the fuck out.
Sydney will be the only survivor because her body resisted the impact because she was sleeping. And she'll wake up with water. I'm like, what happened? Where are we?
I'm like, do you guys have any sun chips? Did
I miss the Biscoff?
The Biscoff floats by. She's like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
I was so mad because there's extra space in front of us, right? And so it's me and just this lady sitting next to us. And so we take off, and she was on the plane with like, I don't know, like 15 of her friends.
Oh.
So we're sitting there, and then one comes by, and they're chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting. I'm like, all right, this will probably last like 10 minutes or whatever. Then the next one comes by. Now they're all in my space. 3 of them are standing in front of me.
Oh, no.
In my space. And I'm like, okay, like at some point, like when you're flying normal, like there's no space in front of you, so you can't stand, but there's enough space that they're not in anyone's way for the flight attendants. Now it's 45 minutes. The 3 of them are standing there. They're all in my space. Finally, I just go, guys, come on. And the woman looks at me, she goes, are we disturbing you?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, then they walk away. And then I felt bad. And the woman was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Da-da-da, and this and that. And then her and I became friends. But it was annoying. I was like, I can't even listen to this video game podcast because there's too much.
Video game podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were doing very important work.
I was doing such important work.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just because there's space in front of me doesn't mean that like there can be a whole peanut gallery.
No.
Like, you gotta have respect. Like, I would never stand like inches away from someone in front of them the entire. I'm like, that's kind of rude.
That's how I feel about people who are in the window seat, who pass out. We're in the sky. The sun is burning my retinas. Shut the blind.
I shut it.
Warm.
Shut the blind.
I like the sunshine.
Or people that open their window. It's like 6 a.m.
What's wrong with that?
Sleeping.
Oh, you guys don't want to be in the dark? Okay, well, why are you in the
Sydney,
sky?
you're sleeping. You
Why
are also in the dark.
Yeah.
Sydney, someone's next.
I like
Sigourney
to feel
Weaver's
warm.
next to me.
I want to be warm. It's cold in this bitch.
Put on a hoodie before you get to the airport.
Hey, we have messages.
All right.
Oh, yeah, help us with some
Yes,
messages.
we'll do one message.
I won't close the blinds. I'll talk to the flight attendant. Hey, can you get them to shut it? Just shut it a little bit, and then they'll try to. And I'll be like, no, all the way.
We can't because she's Silver Medallion status.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, Silver Medallion, and Silver Medallion wants the door, window up.
If you're sleeping, shut the blinds.
Raise the roof. If you're sleeping, raise the fucking roof. Okay. Is it mess that I hate my sister's boyfriend? Hey, Marie and Sydney. I'm going to get straight to the point.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is it mess that I hate my sister's boyfriend? They've been dating for a little more than a year, and I've tried to come around to him, but I just can't. We don't get along as friends. He's not nearly as funny as my sister and I, and he holds a grudge like no other. When we first met, I made a joke about how he makes more money than us, but he took it in a wrong way. What wrong way? And hasn't let go of it since.
So
to top it all off, he made her pay for her own birthday dinner. Bitch, what? He's not the worst guy she's dated. Oh. Shit. This is bigger than I thought. And but I don't like him, and neither do any of our friends. They went on a break for a month and got back together recently, and my sister and I had a huge fight about it. She thinks it's selfish of me to not want to hang out with him, but I just don't see how he can change that much in a month. A few days after the fight, we made up, but now I'm not allowed to criticize him or comment on the relationship in front of her. Should I suck it up and hang out with him anyway because I know he makes her happy? Is this mess or just living? Thanks, ladies.
Mess.
How does he make her happy if she got to pay for her own birthday dinner?
Right.
Ew.
Yeah, bitch, I ain't never gonna not talk about that. Girl, remember when we was doing happy birthday to you and then you had to put your card down? Do you remember that? Oh my God, I love that. That was so fun, right?
Yeah. Honestly, truly.
I'm like, girl.
Because before all that, I was like, oh, you shouldn't like let your sister date who she wants to date. Don't get involved. And then she brought him the facts, and I was like, well, he sounds like a real piece of shit.
Well, she also said he holds a grudge like no other. So he's really the reason why your sister doesn't want you to talk about him.
So you mad because he said that you're making more money than us? So are you not? So you're not making more money?
Wait a minute. If he's making more money, then why didn't he pay for the dinner?
To prove a point? Girl, drop him. But that's not it. It's the sister's boyfriend.
Yeah. The sister. Just show this clip to your sister.
Yeah. Also, again, like I said, I do not think that nobody has to be friends with people's significant others.
Right.
We could be cordial.
Cordial's
hey, how
fine.
you doing? But we gotta be friends. We in a group chat. We hanging out on the weekend every other week. No, my girlfriend does not need Marie's phone number, but I will give it to her. Like if you're my emergency contact, but you told me.
Who is your emergency contact?
Carolina's still my emergency contact.
Carolina is a worse emergency contact than me.
She picks up the phone.
Her phone is always on 3% battery, sis. It dies every time I talk to her on the phone.
Well, at least
And
she'll
she's
pick
a
up.
mother now.
Yeah, she's a mom now.
She's a mom.
She'll pick up.
Okay,
Unlike
girl.
you, who's on D&D.
I'm on D&D when I'm
Dungeons and
sleeping.
Dragons?
Yeah. I'm only on D&D when I'm asleep. You know what? Leave it that way. That's fine. That's okay.
Mateo,
Can she use you as an emergency contact?
No, you're not here. I'm sorry.
This is true.
Well, an emergency contact. I mean, so, like, who's a good emergency contact? Amina.
No, she's not here either.
She's also traveling.
You guys are all
She's on a world
traveling.
tour.
Carolina's here.
Carolina's literally traveling right now.
Okay, well.
She's
Thank God I'm not in an emergency. Thank God.
The emergency is you need a new emergency
Who's
contact.
my emergency contact?
Nick?
Your mom?
Nick, I wouldn't trust with a plant.
Ooh.
When I got my hair surgery and I came out, he ate all my food that I'm supposed to eat after surgery and then said, "Let's go, Lindsay Lohan."
What food?
They give you like sugar and like snacks and stuff because you haven't eaten all day.
Like the sugar cubes, like a horse?
No.
Nick ate your sugar cubes?
Wilbur.
I mean, Mateo, do you want people to be friends with the people you date, or you're okay with it? Like,
I mean, we've all dealt with a situation where your friend is dating someone that you don't like, and we've all been in the situation where you date someone that your friends don't like.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it is like awkward. But I also think that there's space to like people should have times where your significant other comes with you and your friends, but then there should be times with just your friends because there is something about just like a group friendship where you just want to be with each other. And if the significant other's there, sometimes it can mess up the energy.
I think she should take her sister to dinner. You got to pay. Take your sister to dinner. Tell her why you don't like this man.
It sounds like she knows and she doesn't want to hear
I
it.
think
Tell
she's
her.
done.
Tell her again. Tell her
But not
again.
everybody's always ready to hear. That's a problem. Is like she could say it till she's blue in the face, and I feel like she thinks she's risking her relationship with her sister.
Sisters
because
are always going to fight. They're always going to argue. Me and my sister
Right.
fight every time we travel. Literally.
What do you guys argue about?
Oh, she says I've been mean to her entire life. I'm like, your entire life? Why didn't you say something in 2006? Why are we talking about this 20 years late? Like, what? But
Well, also Lou's very much like, we're going to do this today. Let's do that today.
no, because then we went to so we got into an argument in Houston, big fight in the hotel room. It's like 2:00 in the morning. Security knocks on the door. Hey, we got a noise complaint. I get the knock on the door. I throw a wig on real quick. I enter the door. I'm like, yes. He's like, we got a complaint. I'm like, it won't happen again. I'm trying to turn the wig around. Like, then a few weeks later, we go to Miami. We get into an argument again in Miami. And it's like the same kind of stuff. So sisters are all, and no one fights how sisters fight.
Right. Well, because that's unconditional love, that you know that you're going to be back.
But also, no one can push your buttons like us. Because my sister knows exactly what to say. You know, I've done all this work on myself. I've been in therapy.
Damn, what she be saying? Let me text her so I know what to say.
Oh. And that's why
I know
you're not my
between you
emergency
two,
contact.
though, I wouldn't even know, like, to watch you two fight, that's some pretty sharp personalities there. That'd
Me and
be
my sister?
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, Sydney saw me and my sister fight once. It scarred her for life.
I was scared. I was like, I'm going to call mom.
Sydney, it scarred
I don't
Sydney.
like this.
It scarred Sydney for
I was
life.
like, yeah, I don't like how y'all get down. It's not for me. I said, hey, guys, I'm going to go.
And you know what? My sister is still mad about that argument that
What?
happened in 2000.
Oh,
What
yeah.
year was that? That was like, that had to
it
have
was
been
so
like
long, but
9 years ago.
Marie, all I know is like, that's why you need to eat or something like that. You were, because she was.
She was hangry. She was like in the middle of training.
Yeah.
She's hangry. She's weighing chicken breast on a scale.
She's wearing a waist trainer.
Right. She had on a what are those things called? Like a fire.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah.
that
Like a corset or something like that.
like, I'm trying to get ready to go out with my homegirl. My sister's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So no one fights how sisters fight, but also
So she's got carte blanche to say whatever she wants to her sister without risking the relationship.
she's not risking the relationship. I think it's worse to let your sister spend more time with a guy that you know is not right for her.
Right.
Because she even described, he's not the worst person she's dated.
Listen, hey, canon event. People got to go through what they got to go through. It's not for us to stop them or be they super save a hoe. They're going to do what they want to do.
She
So
said-
you grown, you an adult. You want to be with a dusty ass man? Girl, you like it. I love it. Because
Look.
it's like, I'm not going to be stressing myself out going back and forth with you. You're not listening to me anyway.
I know. Well, that is a problem. Is like you sometimes like hold the emotional weight between you, yourself, and someone you're in a relationship, whether it's a sister, whether it's a boyfriend, etc. And you start to feel like you have to make decisions with them because it affects you. In reality, it kind of doesn't. Like your sister's going to make the decisions she's going to
Mhm.
make. You know, you can share with her how you feel, but then after that, you got to leave
She
it.
said it's not just her. She said I don't like him, and neither do any of our friends. They went on a break for a month and got back together recently. So they already have issues. Right.
Yeah.
Just, hey, sis.
Hey, this is my thing.
Diane says she don't like him either. Anyway, pass the salt.
Is he verbally abusing you? Is he hitting you? Is he shitting in the bed? Like those things.
Is he making you come that hard? Like what's happening?
If those 3 things are like no, then it's like I can't stop you from dating that person.
So if he not shit in the bed, he can stay? That's the cutoff.
If he's shit, okay, wait.
He gotta be doodling in the bed.
If he shits in the bed.
Leave
If
him.
he shits in the bed, but he's not verbally or physically abusing you.
No.
Yeah.
Shitting in the bed is
Sydney!
an act. That's a.
You like scatter that.
Sometimes you
That's what was happening for the birthday.
You know what? And on that note, Matteo, I'm so glad you got back in the building
Yes.
to be on video and
Yes.
bless us with all of your mess.
Thank you.
No doo-doo involved.
No
doo-doo.
Is there any Matteo? Would you let anybody poop on you?
No.
That's
Famous.
a big no.
Sigourney Weaver.
Famous. If Sigourney Weaver said she wanted to
Shut
shit on
up.
me, I would say yes. Just to like redeem myself for making fun of her for that one video.
Crazy, Matteo. This is your intervention.
Yeah,
Well, then I
I
could
think
come back on Mess and be like, hey, Sigourney Weaver took a shit on my chest.
You would tell us about the consistency too. You'd be
Sure.
Like,
I think she does like
They had
goop.
chia
She probably
seeds
does like goop kitchen and stuff like that. So she's like eating really clean and so.
She doesn't strike me as like a Gwyneth Paltrow, where Gwyneth Paltrow's like, I only have water that's been coming from the Fiji mountains or
from
whatever.
the monks.
Right. Like she seems just kind of like a normal woman.
You saying that?
She was in first class with you, and you're not normal.
Would you let Rihanna shit on your chest?
No.
Whoa, guys! How did we
No.
get here?
I'm not
You brought up the question.
I brought up the question.
That's right.
I wouldn't let anybody poop on me. That's
How
nasty.
did what?
I wouldn't let anybody poop on me.
I mean, I'm reality. No, I wouldn't.
Could you poop on Sigourney
No.
if she asked you to?
No.
For $1 million.
Mateo, what do you have coming out? Where can people catch
You
you?
gotta poop
When does this come out?
We don't know.
Oh. I'm on tour right now, and
Yeah.
you can see me in all places like Grand Rapids and Indianapolis and Detroit and San Antonio and Houston. So go to MatteoLaneComedy.com for all tickets.
Oh, that's 2 days before my show that Mateo's not doing.
Yeah, but you've been promoting it on the pod, so people will still be getting tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Anyway, Sydney, what you got coming up?
I mean,
Your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday. So make sure everybody says happy birthday to me. Make sure my day is special because I will be in New York.
Oh.
You know,
Happy
I-
birthday.
I think
Oh.
I'm gonna do a little thing on the 1st, and so I'll invite people
On the 1st?
of February. Will you be here?
Yeah, I thought I haven't. My phone is
Her
a
birthday
second.
is on
My
the
birthday's
2nd.
second, but I'm like it's a Monday, so I feel like Sunday is easier.
Well, the
for-
1st, I'm going to go see Disney on Ice with Rosebud and Minnow.
Okay,
Oh.
that's
I
fine.
think that's probably during the day, though. So that's
Yeah.
fine. That works.
Yeah, the
Okay,
baby's not
work.
going to be out at nighttime.
No.
Come on. Let's go,
I don't
Mateo.
know. In my mind, it starts at 9 p.m.
Okay, should I put in the 1st in my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that right now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
let's do that right now.
Yeah, put it in the
Let's sync up. All right. Well, nobody asked what I got going on.
Oh,
But,
what do you,
Marie,
Marie, what do you have
qu'est-ce que tu
going
fais?
on?
Nothing. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. And if somebody poops on your chest or you poop on somebody's chest, send us a message.
Oh my
okay?
God. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Ciao.